All right, let's see
You
what
know
we got
what
here.
feels better?
What feels better?
We woke up this morning.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Uh-huh.
did. Yes, we did. And I'm grateful and thankful, thoughtful, thankful, and glad to be among the living.
Right. Appreciative.
All the way, for real, for real, for real, for real. Appreciate that. So, so,
Uh-huh.
so we like to welcome y'all to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John,
This is Kiana.
and this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAT.
See that?
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, what's cool, what's cool, what's cool.
What's cool is it's Friday.
It is Friday. What season are we in?
Libra season.
You got
Bing,
the
bing, bing.
you got
Okay,
it.
I like it. Bing, 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 bing.
We got to get you a sound. We got a few things here. No, that ain't
No,
it.
that ain't
That
it.
ain't it. That ain't it. How about that? That ain't it.
Nah, that ain't it.
That ain't it. Yeah, we got to find it, but because right now that's what we've been doing.
No, that ain't it either. But
Gucci Prada.
Gucci
You can
Prada.
do that one.
Gucci Prada.
You can do that one. We can absolutely do that, y'all. So it's Freestyle Friday. So definitely give us a call. Share what's on your mind. 727-637-2416. And
Yeah, if Facebook wasn't tripping,
man,
y'all would be able to jam with us with the
Ooh.
music
Ooh.
when we first start, because it's like,
Ooh,
yeah.
Yes, yeah, it feel real good, and so that's why we like been starting. We starting at 7:30 on Facebook, but the show actually started at 7 o'clock.
Right.
And so we play a little bit of music, get everybody warmed up and excited, and then we bring on the Facebook so that they don't shut us down and y'all can actually tune in.
Right. So we got to figure out how to stop Facebook for like saying, you know, they hear the music and then y'all disappear.
Yeah, yeah. Like
that's really what happened.
Like y'all don't like the music too.
Yeah. So Facebook say,
pay them people them royalties for them songs that y'all be playing. And so yeah, so it's really good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff is happening this weekend in Childs Park. I gotta say that.
Yeah. So let me tell you before. So
okay.
You know, it's Freestyle Friday.
It really is.
Please give us a call. Join in this conversation. 727-637-2416. That's how Brother John say it.
That's why
I say 16. You say 16.
Okay.
So I like it. I just wanted to flip it up a little bit.
Yeah. Just in case. Just in case.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you got it all the way live. And it's right there on the bottom of the screen too. So if you need to get it, it's in the message and all of that stuff. Also,
good morning.
Stars.
Miss Teresa
getting brunch on the Breakfast Club.
Yes. So if y'all see the invites for this Sunday,
yes.
Tag a friend, share, let everybody know. Come in on Sunday to 22 South.
Yes.
And we're gonna start like having this open dialogue. Y'all, the audience is gonna be a part of this. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Miss Teresa, I know you said you already had it on your calendar. I'm double checking.
Yeah.
You know, checking looking at your list, checking it twice.
Like Santa Claus. Huh?
Yes, make sure you are there.
That's right. And also Zanetta Starks. Zanetta Starks has been sending in some stars, and she's one of the stars. She's on the leaderboard for stars.
Oh, look, Sierra coming in.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
She's coming also, so thank you.
I see she just gave us 500 stars.
Okay,
so if anybody don't know what the stars are, you know, if you like what you're listening, go ahead and give us stars.
Yes.
We appreciate it. You're really letting us know that you love what we do.
That's right. That's right.
And so when you show us love, we're gonna show y'all love.
That's right.
Breakfast is gonna be on us every week to the top person who sends stars.
Yep. And it's going to be at 11 o'clock at 22 South Food Hall. That's 642 22nd Street South. And bring a friend. And brunch over there is amazing. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet brunch. And
it's $22.22
for all you can eat.
Right. So even if you don't get picked this week, it's still reasonable for you to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on. Come on through, y'all. Come through. Also this weekend, like I said, there's a lot happening.
Child's Park.
It really is. I just love my neighborhood.
I know, Mr. President.
Yeah. Look, hold on, wait. So there's a Path to Power training by Florida Fall. And so we talk about what is power, what we're up against, and how can we build power to create the chance. Just really creating opportunities and really getting what we need out of this society. So we're asking you to join a conversation around the path to power in Pinellas County and beyond. Light breakfast will be served, and that will be, it starts early, so 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Saturday. And also, if, like Path to Power, if you've already done the training and you still want to come to the park, we're doing our neighborhood wellness walk.
Okay.
And the neighborhood wellness walk is when we, as neighbors and residents and people in the surrounding area, anybody really, but you know, it's really just a walk where we do a 1 mile walk around the rec center, fellowship, and just have a good time. We start at 9. We usually done maybe like 9:45 or 10 o'clock.
Child's Park on Saturday gonna have everything for everybody.
Yeah, we really
so
are.
Like really. So then
next we have our STEM Saturday.
Right.
So STEM Saturday is for the youth, and it's Raphael and Amber Robinson along with also Team Elevate. And so STEM Saturday, and call it, please hold. STEM Saturday is from 11 to 3, and we're doing simple machining. And so the children will be working with simple machines, seeing how to assemble them, take them apart, see how they
bring your kids out.
Yes.
It is important. So technology, we know, is taking over.
It really is.
Right? So let's go ahead and open our children's minds at a young age.
That's right.
You know, and this is something that you can have access to that's not costing you any money. You know, to just come out there and give your kids something else to do than sit in the house on Saturday.
Right.
If they getting on your nerve, send them on out. If they, even if you enjoy them, still bring them out. Give expose them so they know that there's other job opportunities out there.
Yes.
Later on, you don't know what your kids may fall in love with if you don't give them the opportunity to see what's out there.
And so that'll be Saturday at 11 from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We got a caller.
Yes.
Caller. What's on your mind? What's your name? You on the air?
Hey, how y'all doing? It's the one and only Mr. Edmund.
Hold on.
So, Mr. Edmund, while you sitting on, hold on, we can tell the last thing that's happening. So bring your readers out.
Yep. So bring your readers. And so also in Child's Park, books and breakfast. How the Dream Defenders, where it's free books.
Yes.
We actually just lay books out. And these are books that you usually don't get, stuff that you don't read in the library. We actually donated some books comparable to the Barbershop Book Club, where you get, black books where you can really learn about your history. And that will be a free breakfast, free books for everybody who shows up 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Child's Park at the rec center. We'll be outside under the pavilion, and we'll be talking about mental health.
Yeah, so
Black mental health.
It's important, and it's good to have this conversation young.
Yes.
I mean, at an early age with our children too, because again, when you talk about mental health in our community, it's taboo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we kind of shy away from it.
Right.
And so if we make awareness of it at a young age, then when our children and people are dealing with stuff, now they know that there's a comfortable and a safe place that they can come and express themselves, and nobody's going to look down on them.
That's right.
And we can probably save some lives, because suicide is really high.
It really is. And I'm telling you, man, you got to really check on your children. I've been seeing it all the time, where people posting just about, there it is. How you walk in? He walk. He said, "Thanks for putting me on hold." So we got the caller. The caller came in. Oh man!
Cut your stuff down.
Yeah, because that's loud. The mic loud. You loud. Just coming in. So he walk in on the phone with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Hey, he mad because we put him on hold.
You just hold on.
Okay, look.
No, let me tell you. No, that was so. Let me tell you why. I'm on this thing is about. I don't have to be right. I wanna do what's right.
Okay.
Like I don't have to make a. So if I offended, I will say sorry.
Did I say I was offended?
No. But I know
your voice.
Yeah, but see, you know how sometimes people misconstrue something, right?
Watch this, y'all.
Right. So let me tell you what happened.
Y'all, watch this, y'all.
I said, hold on, because one, you're a part of the show. And then we needed to finish that part.
To say.
But now you can say it.
No.
You can say it.
But what I do want to say,
good morning.
How y'all doing? Good morning.
And y'all speaking to Mr. Edmund himself.
I'm in the building, baby. But I do want to say about the youth on suicide. It's very important that we talk to our children.
For real.
Children are doing this more and more and more and more as the youth, because it wasn't really going on when we were children like that, like that. You know what I'm saying? It was going on, but not like that. Yeah. And let's not make it normalized, man. Let's get the children some help. Talk to somebody. Come on out to Child's Park. People always say, why Child's Park? Why Child's Park? Just come to Child's Park. It's a city park. Everybody invited. This is not a neighborhood thing just because it's in a neighborhood.
Right.
It is a community thing because it's in the community.
Absolutely. And, I live in Child's Park.
I don't stay far from Child's Park.
Look, I live there. And I was always told to sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine.
Yeah.
And so anything I can bring to my neighborhood, I'm gonna bring it. Now that don't mean it's exclusive to my neighborhood.
No, it's not. It's not. It's about access. It's about access. Access to resources.
That's right. Thank you for that.
Access, you know what I'm saying, Booker T. Washington Park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Child's Park, we might have a little access.
Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Right. And then and honestly, let's be honest. At this point, this is your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
These are the kids that play with your grandchildren.
That's right.
And you want to expose them at this point, and there's nothing wrong with, sweeping at your own porch.
I really like that front porch thing.
Yeah, sweep around your own front door, man. And I mean, it's when we started, we always talked about how the neighborhood was perceived and the way that people thought about Child's Park.
That's really what the mission is.
So, it's to change the way that people perceive the neighborhood, especially internally and externally.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Good morning, Mama Blue. Good morning, Stephanie. I think this is Tony Wells.
Wells.
I think that's it. I can't. Yeah, Wells done. He's hardened us up. Thank you.
I appreciate you, my brother. But that's what it is. We want to be an example, man. If we can, of what's possible. So what we doing in our neighborhood, I'm sure you have a neighborhood association, or you have, access to.
It can be transplanted.
It can be done. If it can be done in Child's Park, it can be done anywhere else.
And we willing to work with you in your neighborhood.
You better
one
know
of the things
because you know what it is.
Yeah,
it is at least 4 Saturdays in each month.
It's 4 Saturdays, but also
at least
every third Tuesday is when we meet.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
because I'm honored to be the vice president of Child's Park Neighborhood Association, sitting alongside yours, brother John.
Yes, sir.
Yourbrotherjohn.com. But I want to say this.
It's the truth.
13th Street Heights.
Okay.
I was pulled in to be vice president of 13th Street Heights simply due to the fact of the work that's been done in Child's Park. Big shout out to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, man. Shout out to T Brown, man. We appreciate it.
Our goal is really to strengthen our neighborhoods and our communities through our neighborhoods.
Right. That's
an initiative.
It takes a village. Yeah. It really does take a village.
Involved too.
Yeah, I got involved through the neighborhood association.
I buy into it. I buy into the idea that a neighborhood, a stronger.
You were sold. You were sold.
Oh yeah.
I'm sold. You were sold.
Yeah.
I love it.
They sold me, and then they just handcuffed me and told me I couldn't leave.
Sold.
Well, actually, you know what? Yeah, brother John did sell you.
Yeah. It wasn't a hard sell though. All I said was, "Look, man, I'm doing something, and I need your help." And he was like, "Okay, what you doing?"
Well, you want me to take
Okay, I'll help you. And,
it's a good thing right here in this in our little circle. We don't really even ask too many questions when you ask like, "Hey, I need you."
No, we don't.
We don't.
We just got okay.
Yeah, we do have an understanding about this work, man. It's because that's what
it's work to be done.
Yeah.
And so, we complain about, there's not resources and what we lack of or why we don't have as much. But when we do have it right here in our neighborhood, we're saying show up and let's show out.
Aria, good morning, Aria Robinson. I see you.
But see, you said something very beautiful. Because we talk about the resources and what we don't have, the unity we don't have, instead of looking at what we do got.
Right.
And so that's one of the things we did when we came into the Child's Park Neighborhood Association. When Brother John pulled me in, we looked at the resources that we had at our hands.
You reminded me of that.
Yeah, listen, that's serious. This is not cap, y'all.
That's true. You're right. I forgot about that.
We asset map and looked at the resources that we had in the community and looked to use it. And we identified the rec center as one of our resources.
And let me trying to have the doors swinging at that thing.
It's like it's Club Child's Park. Okay.
I like that.
But and then let me tell you, you do not have to be in Child's Park area to participate.
We're shattering those barriers that said that somebody from 9th Street can't be in Child's Park, somebody from Child's Park can't be in Beth. we're shattering those stereotypes. That's what the New Image Project about. That's what new smartest new gangsters is about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. We going in the community saying, look, those artificial barriers that we've been handcuffed to are not real.
Yes,
right.
Those barriers are not real, and we are gonna define what's cool.
Yep.
We're gonna define how to build our community. We're gonna take part in building our community.
Right.
Absolutely.
I'm with that.
And all you gotta do, and we'll move
you making
on.
me feel good about
this
the work,
isn't real
man.
good because all you have to do
because we do it for
is
real.
is want to be there.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. That's all.
They don't know that, dude.
That's all you need. All you gotta do is want to be there.
Just like that.
And then if you want to be there, show up. Nobody's gonna turn you around. You know, ain't nobody's gonna tell you can't have breakfast.
Nope.
Nobody's not gonna tell you can't get a book.
That you can't bring your 4, 5, 6, 7 children.
Right.
We're not checking ID to say, do you live over here?
No.
We actually
all we're saying is just come out with a good attitude and just enjoy life.
For real.
So you can really come out to Charles Park first thing Saturday morning and pretty much stay all day.
Yep.
You ain't never, I ain't gonna say never, but there's not been a lot of opportunities at our local rec centers where there's multiple events going on throughout the day where your child can come, eat, play, and have fun.
And then you have the separation too. You know what I mean? So just FYI. So parents come out there at like 9, and then at 11 o'clock, if you got like a look, I don't know. Yeah, if you got some errands to do.
Yeah,
maybe we gotta talk to the parents.
I'm just saying,
bring the kids.
Bring them kids. No, bring them out, dude. Because instead of sitting at home, or let's expand their mind.
Get ready for that STEM.
Yes, Lord. All right, so this day in history.
Let's go.
Today is September 23rd, and it is the 266th. You ready for it? It's the 266th day of the Gregorian calendar year. It's a lot in that, but I'm gonna skip right to this
because I got a problem with the Gregorian calendar. We're gonna have to find us another calendar.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
There are some other calendars.
I can't trip off everything. I gotta save my hammer.
So while they explaining, y'all know today is officially Libra Day. Y'all gonna hear this for 9 too. But go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so
Libra season.
Libra season. So, oh man, y'all crazy. All right, so it is the 266th day of the year. Harvard College held its first commencement exercise. It's also education. Look, watch this. Education Technology Day takes place on September 23rd every year. It celebrates and appreciates the technology that helps students learn better and teachers teach better. It also celebrates the professionals who support the use of technology and make sophisticated learning happen through technology. That's Mr. Edmond. I see you raising your hand.
I'm just saying I support technology.
And so today is Education Technology Day. It also is the September equinox, and it occurs usually between the 21st and the 24th. And this year it falls on, guess what? The day.
Ooh.
It's not the day.
It's the day. Yeah.
Not the day.
I mean, that's how we talk, right?
Yeah.
Today is the day.
You never heard that on the radio,
You
y'all.
never heard anybody say the day.
We'll be there today.
Yeah. That's exactly how we say it. That's right, though. It is the day. And this is because of the differences between the tropical year and the calendar year. The event marks the sun's movement as it crosses the celestial equator and heads towards the south. It is also known as the southward equinox. The September equinox is popular among astronomers and people in science industries.
So I'm a novice astronomer. Shouts out to Carla Bristol, sold me my first telescope.
Okay.
We need to start doing horoscopes.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Don't you know that Mercury's in retrograde right now?
Yes, and so let me tell you, if you know anything.
We got a
Uh-oh.
So let me tell you.
Wait, Mama Blue said in 8 more days she'll be the big 64. That's what
Mama
Blue.
Yes.
Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, the 30th.
Okay.
The 30th.
Don't worry.
Look, you know that for a reason. But he was saying something about the horoscope. You got all excited.
No. So listen. So when you look at the season right now, don't make any rash decisions right now. If you were gonna break up with somebody, you was finna do that. Don't do it right now because this kind of throws everybody off. You want to wait until about the 8th of October, like the 5th or 8th of October, before everything kind of settles back in, and then you go. It goes because right now it goes back into what season? I don't want to give out the wrong information,
Okay,
but I will. But I got you.
We're going to start with a small little thing.
But I'm all about this.
I know Mr. Edmond in the horoscope.
Oh, listen. I love the stars. Like, if you ever see me at night and we hanging out, I just look at the stars.
Okay.
You would think I'm crazy.
So that's your segment? That's a new segment?
No,
we heard it here now?
I don't know enough. I don't know enough. I'm saying I'm a novice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning.
Okay.
I just bought my first telescope.
Okay.
I just bought it at 40.
Oh,
okay, got it.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm doing with the thing.
But
I don't even know how to make it
But we can talk about this together. We can definitely talk about this together because I'm all about horoscopes.
Yeah.
You tell me your sign, I just go in and kind of tell you about yourself a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. I like what you said. They asked you what signs are compatible, and you was like, "Hey, everyone, tell you know what I mean."
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you,
the stars.
but let me tell you, it is so. But what happens is, regardless of what you are, you also have other signs that in you. So that
because King Reno, he always talk about like your sun sign and your moon sign.
So you gotta know when you born, the time where the moon was at. So it's a lot of.
So you made like I may be a Libra, Aquarius, and Sagittarius
in the house of Pluto.
Yeah, no. So all of that does matter.
I see what you did there.
But I'm just saying that's how I be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning, and
that's
why
like
I love
you said,
to bring
Mercury's in retrograde.
Yeah, I love to bring that to the table.
So I'm excited. Let's do it.
Yeah, and it's also hurricane season, so y'all don't forget.
Well, it's been hurricane season, but this is when they do their razzle dazzle.
Yeah, this is the peak. This is the peak. They really do their razzle dazzle. Yeah, it really is.
They show razzle and dazzle right now, boy.
It's the peak of hurricane season. There are 2 named storms and 3 tropical systems are in the Atlantic.
There's like 5, 7 of them coming.
Yeah.
Not coming our way. So we on the radio. You have to be responsible with what you say. But all I'm saying is
they say 5, 7.
They're forming in the tropical.
Yeah, they are.
Forming and they're coming one by one. So be prepared.
Yeah, no, that's right. And it was actually a storm that hit Puerto Rico, so we got to pray for them.
Yes, Puerto Rico got hit hard.
Puerto Rico, don't listen. The storms do not give Puerto Rico no break. No love. No. And I was gonna go to Puerto Rico this year for my birthday too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still can go?
Nuh-uh. No, sir.
You part of relief effort.
No, sir. No, sir.
They say the flights ain't nothing but $100 right
but now. You ain't gonna have no electricity.
No, it ain't that many people go down.
No, there's a lot of people down.
It's millions. It's millions.
90% of the island was down.
Was no longer.
Okay.
People are still getting ice. Let me tell you, no.
The priority places to have lights.
Okay.
So I don't know. My Puerto Ricans tap in.
Watch the news.
Yeah.
No, I like to get it from the people because a lot of times the people tell you an aspect of the story that the news may not be talking about.
Right, but the people that you talking to ain't in Puerto Rico.
No, they.
Okay. Now hold on, y'all. Look, I'm gonna go back to we talking about the horoscope real quick. Boy, y'all tough. Y'all is tough, man. Y'all tough. So check it out. So somebody put in here, whoever came up with with that astrology was smoking that good reefer.
That's Damien David.
Okay, that's because it don't show me who.
Listen, I love the stars.
Yeah,
right. It's a beautiful thing out there. Listen, sometimes go look at where the stars at. You see them move and see, and I find it fascinating, right? That the ancients could map this, right? So I've been watching the stars all my life, and I haven't been able to like map it or time where it's gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? It just be there. Dang, there you go.
Yeah, no, that's it. But so definitely we're gonna keep up with that. We're gonna follow that. We want to remind you that you are listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, the new 99 Jams morning show, right here on WUJM, The Bird. And that sounded kind of good.
It did. Let me see. I can't. Wait, hold on.
Stop it.
It's gonna be a high pitched tenor.
Yeah, you gotta lower it. The bird.
Oh wait, hold on. The bird. Did I do it? Nah. Okay, I'm done. That's fine.
That's it.
I got the sound effects. He getting loose with him too.
Oh yeah.
So at first they were just sitting there, y'all.
Freestyle Friday.
He wasn't touching them at all.
Yeah.
He done touched them about 10 times a day.
Oh, I like that one too.
You like that one too? That's Libra season.
We can do that. And
Libra season gotta be.
We don't have one, so
don't worry about it.
So it's that in the Gucci Prada bag.
Okay, that's
y'all. Welcome to the Friday Tampa Bay Breakfast Club meeting on the air. So we already got the horoscope. We're gonna get the new sign. What else we got?
Yeah, what else we got? So look, we got to get ready for this break, and we want to let y'all know that after the break, we got a lot of stuff that we're gonna be talking about. So don't leave when the break come on. Don't you go nowhere. You stick and stay. We're gonna talk about this jury. They actually found that the Hillsborough sheriff.
Yes, we got to talk about that. There's a couple things we got to talk about.
Yeah.
And I stuff that I seen that wasn't on there.
Yeah. So we got the jury awards, the Joseph family. 15 million. 15 million. We're gonna do an Ask Kiana. Yes, absolutely.
But that was half of what they were asking for.
And
we can talk about it after the break because we don't really have time to really fully explore it. We're gonna talk about this black pastor that was arrested. City council job opening, and we're going to really
opening and closing.
City job opening and closing, and how you can apply to be a city council member if you like to do that. We got some more information about the storms. We got some stuff that's happening in, not just in Childs Park, but we got some stuff that's happening around the community. One thing I didn't mention was in October is the Carmada block party. We actually
Carmada. I want to see if they'll paint my car.
They will. They're actually looking for cars to paint.
I want my car painted.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ride around because it stay about 6 months on your car.
I think they say you get a good year, maybe a year and a half.
I remember a couple people had it and they could call that Carmada, but see mine cannot be at the car show. So you just have to paint mine and I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know they have a car show and your car be in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, because we blocking off the road. So
my car can stay.
Yeah, Charles.
See, hold on. Everybody is invited. Because listen, this is a serious thing.
It really is.
It's a serious thing.
What color they paint your car?
Whatever, it's art.
It's like art. It's like art, yeah.
Ooh, Jabari gonna be that one. Jabari.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait,
I got a
hold
special
on.
request.
You know how like you hop into something and you don't even know really what you hopped into? I was like, I want my car painted.
Yeah, it ain't that kind of paint now. It's gonna be like artistic.
Oh, you talking about you want your car painted?
Oh, you think you just gonna get sprayed?
But listen,
they actually gonna paint.
It's art.
Yeah.
It's real colorful. You know, it just depends on who does it.
Yeah, and it's actually a part of the Shine Mural Festival and all of that stuff.
Okay, wait, let me think about it.
Yeah, because that's another thing that we've been doing is like really. You remember a few years ago when like all of these murals was going up and it was like doing the real big art.
And they left us out.
Yeah.
So hold on, because it was something we spoke about.
Yeah,
we spoke about this.
Yeah, and so we started saying, hey, what about us? And started reaching out.
We did the reach.
And our first mural that we did was the Dream Big, Be Big, and now you see that like all over.
The Dream Big.
Be Big
was special to me because a lot of the artists came out, and I'm in the art, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got to meet with them. I already was like Facebook friends with some, so that was my first time actually meeting with them. That was like 16. When was that?
It was a while 17, ago, but I tell you what, you know what's kind of cool about that too is my grandsons. They like the way that they did.
Put their fingers on. They got the handprints.
You got
I took the pictures,
and they're like they go by there and they still remember that. You know, and this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago.
That's what's important to me because that's like, and I feel that way too because that's like building something. That's like if we part of Habitat or something, and you go out and lay a couple blocks,
right?
And you know, okay, I helped build that house.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted. We wanted that experience, and what's beautiful about it is because it was maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. You think about a 12-year-old and 16, a 9-year-old,
19, 13.
That's like a third of their life. You know what I'm saying? So
great memories.
Yeah,
you know,
it really is.
Okay.
And so with that, what we're doing is I'm gonna do this because with the Carmada, the reason we're doing this whole block party thing. We're also going to be doing a mural in the street. So we're painting, you know how they got downtown?
For the first time, a mural in the street.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
In a residential area. And we
fought for it.
And
everything be a fight.
And we didn't get exactly what we fought for, but we got like that. It's close though. So yeah, we got
to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but we gonna bathe the baby.
And you know what we need? Yeah, that's it.
We gonna bathe the baby.
Because a lot of times we do throw the bathwater and the baby out, but we not.
We gonna bathe. We gonna bathe.
We gonna bathe.
Yeah, we bringing it. We bringing it real to you.
Bathe the baby.
We gonna bathe the baby again.
And we gonna bathe the baby today. So look, y'all, we're gonna take a real quick break. We're gonna be back at about 7 minutes after the hour. You're listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Gems. Y'all stick around because it's a lot of hot topics, a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. Aria said she wants the times and dates again. So the time for Carmada is going to be October 15th. The books and breakfast is Saturday. Everything is happening Saturday.
So we'll make sure we put it in the comments.
Starting at 9 to 3.
Yeah.
From 9 to 3, Child's Park.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.
Military mobilization. Over 1,300 people have been arrested. Thousands have fled Russia. We'll go to Moscow for the latest. Then climate activists are holding a global climate strike today. We'll speak to Michaela Loach.
we need to have climate justice, which requires us to uproot all of the systems of oppression that have caused this crisis. It's, of course, about non-proliferation of fossil fuels, but it's also about the abolition of these systems that cause so much harm.
Finally, Model America will look at a new MSNBC documentary series re-examining the killing of Philip Pennell, a 16-year-old black teenager shot dead by a white police officer in the city of Teaneck, New Jersey in 1990.
This was middle-class, model city America. A great place to raise a family in a very diverse environment.
The fact of the matter is, Philip Pennell was executed.
We live in Teaneck. This doesn't happen in Teaneck.
There was no reason for that cop to shoot him in his back.
We'll speak to Philip Pennell's mother and sister, as well as the director of the series Model America. All that and more coming up. Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Russia's holding referendums today in 4 regions of Ukraine as the Kremlin seeks to formally annex territory it seized after the February invasion. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has condemned the vote, which UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called a violation of the UN Charter and international law. On Thursday, officials in the Russian separatist-held city of Donetsk said Ukrainian shells killed 6 civilians, including a teenager. Meanwhile, Russian attacks on the southern city of Zaporizhia killed 1 person and left several others wounded. A prominent Russian human rights group says some anti-war protesters arrested this week are being ordered to enlist in the Russian military. More than 1,300 people have been arrested taking part in street protests after President Vladimir Putin announced a partial military mobilization to draft 300,000 new troops to fight in Ukraine. According to the group OVD Info, authorities threatened one protester with 10 years in jail if he refused to enlist. Meanwhile, thousands of Russian men are attempting to flee the country in order to avoid being drafted. Finland said Thursday it's considering barring most Russians from entering the country after a surge of border crossings. This is one Russian man who made it into Finland speaking with Reuters.
Are you afraid that you might be drafted with the mobilization in Russia?
Yes, I'm afraid.
Why are you afraid?
Because it's very big mistake for Russia, for Europe, and of course for Ukrainian citizens.
And how old are you? Are you in the age that you could get drafted, or?
Yes, I'm 34.
We'll go to Moscow after headlines. At the United Nations, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov stormed out of a UN Security Council meeting Thursday after accusing the United States and its NATO allies of becoming direct parties to the conflict in Ukraine.
Никакого доверия к этому органу у нас не осталось.
We have no confidence in the work of this body. For the past 8 months, we were waiting for steps to be taken against impunity in Ukraine, and we don't expect anything more from this institution or a whole range of other international institutions.
Foreign Minister Lavrov arrived 90 minutes late to the UN Security Council chambers, then abandoned the debate after delivering his remarks. That prompted the Ukrainian Foreign Minister, Dmytro Kuleba, to remark, quote, Russian diplomats flee almost as aptly as Russian soldiers.
All right, y'all. And that was Democracy Now! Headline News. Welcome back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother, John.
This is Kiana.
I am the one and only Mr. Edmond. And I want to say,
and this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool.
I want to say this, y'all.
Go ahead.
Say it. Democracy Now! Was just playing in my ears, and I didn't hear one thing the lady said.
Yeah.
All I heard was her say, this is Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report.
Okay.
I don't even think it was the War and Peace Report.
You just made it up.
I know. I love
That ain't what he really. That ain't what the lady said. But that's what he heard. But no, he said it was playing, but he didn't hear a thing. But he heard that part. Y'all gotta watch Mr. Edmund, boy.
He's a tough cookie, Mike.
His wheels be turning for real. They turn for real. And so what we talked about this before the break a little bit, but I really want to get into this story.
Oh,
this is
can
big
you, before you say the story, because top of the hour, listen, we're still looking for the stars. Everybody who did the stars on the top of the hour,
thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Send them in. You know the stars.
It helps us so much as a network, as the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Right, and we are giving breakfast to the top star person. Whoever give us the most stars every Sunday, you're gonna have breakfast on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Yes,
right?
We're gonna have a show at 22 South Food Hall and
642. Is it 642 22nd Street?
640. Man, don't do that right
now. No, I mean, if everybody
you gonna ask me when you know.
I said 642.
But then you
I want to make sure
is it
right.
642? So now I'm like, is it?
That make you wonder?
Now I'm like, is it?
Said a member of the Urban Collective who runs the business and who's there every day.
Big shouts out to the Urban Collective.
So you know how to get there. You don't know the address.
Hey, listen, man. They talked about it earlier in the I ain't gonna repeat what they said, but the reason I'm looking at astrology. Astrology. You know why I'm looking at the astrology?
Right.
They say I'm hungry now.
That's Jab. King Jab.
Good morning, Brandy Gab. But Brandy be rocking with us too. Though. She really be watching.
Thank you for your 200 stars.
Thank you so much. Council member Brandy Gab.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So jury finds Hillsborough sheriff's officials are to blame in boy's death.
See, this is why they should have settled. I'm gonna step back.
Okay, so jurors award $15 million in damages yesterday, as a matter of fact, to the family of Andrew Joseph III in a federal wrongful death lawsuit over the 14-year-old's death.
Pay them people they money.
Yes, pretty much.
It ain't that easy, but we're gonna keep talking because I got something to say.
No, that's right. And
it ain't that easy.
They said juries answered no to the question of whether retired. So they said that the sheriff was responsible. But the deputy, retired Corporal Mark Clark, they said no, that he wasn't responsible as an individual. The families and members of those who have been supporting them, they entered the courtroom around 6 p.m. Many sat holding each other with heavy exhales, and there was protesters outside as well. And the verdict actually punctuated more than 6 years of civil litigation in which attorneys for the 14-year-old's parents argued that the sheriff's deputies violated their son's rights by detaining him and ejecting him from the Florida State Fair, and it ultimately set in motion the events that led to him being hit and killed by an SUV on I-4.
And you know what else I have to say? Because at the beginning, I needed facts, right?
Yep, I remember.
But what I'm gonna tell you, listen, because I'm this the scale in me, right? I want to be 100% fair. But when you think about this, we employ the sheriff. Our tax dollars pay for them, right?
Yep.
And so their job is to protect us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And so just because you got an extra paycheck to be hired at the fair does not mean that you stop your duty to everybody else.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So you're still a sheriff. So your job is to protect everybody, not just the people that gave you an extra paycheck.
Yeah.
I think the verdict kind of showed that the sheriff showed some responsibility. I didn't see it all. Big shouts out to Sierra, and the rest of the team. They was out there. They told me last night we was at Urban.
Sierra?
Sierra.
Okay, yeah. That's what's up.
Yep.
About how I went, and I saw the picture, and I remember Andrew Joseph. You
remember because when it first popped off, we was involved.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the protests.
I was mad when it first popped off,
to the Dream
but I just didn't know all the details. When a child lose their life, you be like,
yeah.
And it's a lot of responsibility to shoulder when stuff like this happen.
Right.
And that's why I said, let's see what the jury say. Let's weed it out because there is some responsibility. And the jury, and this is what I said last night. A lot of times these verdicts come down, but then there is an appeal file.
Right.
And then the sheriff will come back and then negotiate a lower settlement through the appeal process.
Okay.
So, let's just stay vigilant.
Absolutely. And they were saying that
prayers to the family.
They said that the case centered around what occurred on the fairgrounds on the night of February 7th, 2014. It was student day at the fair, a tradition in which locals, school children are given free admission. Andrew Joseph attended with several other children who were dropped off by a friend's mother at the main entrance. Soon after they arrived, there was what deputies described as a disturbance on the midway. In court, a former deputy used the term wilding. We say wilding.
Yeah, they wilding.
They wilding to describe the group of kids gathered together in large groups before making a mad dash, knocking over other patrons. Sheriff's deputies detained a number of the children. Andrew Joseph saw deputies escorting two of his friends and began to run after them, according to witnesses. And when boy dropped his hat, Joseph picked it up and tried to hand it to him. It was then that Andrew Joseph was detained.
Yeah, because he gave the boy his hat.
And then when they did it, and they ejected them for running through the midway, causing disorderly conduct. Lawyers for the Joseph family argued that the detention was unconstitutional. He was taken to a processing area where he was held for about 40 minutes. He and others who had been detained were driven to the edge of the fairgrounds near Orient Road and put out.
Oh, see, now that's really where the blame come in.
Yeah.
You done drove them there.
Yeah.
But that's right. We're going to keep moving because I do have a lot to say. I'm glad the family can have a little,
some relief.
I'm glad.
Because the money ain't everything. You lost a life.
Because it can't take,
can't bring that child
But you
back.
know what? You can make awareness.
Yep.
And you know what?
Correct them steps.
You can.
Policy change, which they already have.
They have made changes to policy. The fairgrounds immediately settled it, which left the sheriff as the only defendant because they sued the fairgrounds and the sheriff.
Yeah.
The fairgrounds settled up, and then the sheriff took it all away, and they ended up losing. So jurors awarded them $15 million.
They may have missed the plaintiff. They should have hit the county up. Don't worry about it.
You say don't.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so it's student day. Just kind of change it a little bit.
Yeah.
Happy about this. So about 3 years ago, I probably owed the fair a little bit of money.
Okay.
I walked in as a student.
Oh. does that work? How about this?
They assumed I was in high school. I just let them.
Hey, the statute of limitations is not up.
They didn't ask for your ID, huh?
No, they was like student. I was like, yeah.
Okay.
Man, you can't be self-confessing the crimes. This is not a hip-hop
You know this is live on air. Oh yeah, and you know they doing that.
I
Right?
want to talk about some stuff, but we got to go.
But I think it's just kind of. First of all, they assumed I just went.
Okay.
I didn't just go in there.
You look young though.
You do.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
And
I would card you if I was working at the counter and you came in. Say I was working at the restaurant. I mean, say I was working at the gas station right there, and you came in with a six pack. You snap the six pack down. I'd wait just until you get into your wallet. Hey, can I get your ID, please?
Well, you know what? I get ID'd everywhere. So another funny, me and Cheyenne was out. And Shannon Liggins, we were out and we were celebrating, and everybody know I'm not a drinker. So they was like, everybody's taking shots. I was like, okay. They didn't ID anybody but me, and I didn't have my ID.
Said, okay.
No, and I was like, no. Then Cheyenne was like, no, this is my mom. No, they gave Cheyenne a shot and wouldn't give me a shot.
Wow. They wouldn't. They gave your daughter a shot and wouldn't give you a shot.
Black don't crack.
Yeah,
black don't crack.
Black don't crack. All right. Speaking of black, another story. It's in the headlines. We just talked about. It's in the headlines for the show. A black pastor was arrested. And guess what he was arrested for?
What?
Watering his neighbor's flowers.
Listen, this is serious. This is not a game right here.
Let's go.
He was watering his neighbor's flowers. So a black pastor was arrested for watering his neighbor's flowers. He has filed a federal lawsuit.
You got to.
According to Michael Jennings, a black pastor arrested while watering his neighbor's flowers, he filed a lawsuit in federal court alleging that the Childersburg, Alabama police officers who arrested him violated his rights under the First and Fourth Amendments. The basics of the story is his neighbors went out of town. They are really good neighbors, and while they were gone, he went over there and watered their flowers. One of the other neighbors called the police. And there's a police cam video. I wish I had it. We can share it.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
You saw it. So there was a police video from the body cams showing them approaching him, asking him who he was. He said, "I'm Pastor Jennings," and
identified it.
And he said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm watering flowers." As he's standing there with a water hose in his hand, watering flowers. And then they said, "Well, are you supposed to be here?" And he was like, "I don't have to answer questions, right?" And then they started asking him.
Yeah, they don't like when you do that.
Yeah, they asked him to identify himself. He said, "I told you, who I am. I don't have to give you my ID. I'm not committing a crime." He kind of running the process. They ended up arresting the man.
See,
this is pride.
I'm going to tell you.
That was an ego.
Police, right?
Got egos out of no.
I have had a lot of interactions with police officers, right? all police officers are not bad, but I'm gonna say this: they get an attitude when you know your rights.
I've seen that
right.
too.
Some of my worst interactions with law enforcement, it was because I was standing on my rights.
Yeah.
You know, and I know my rights. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
they hate that.
Oh, what? You think you?
It's really their ego because they think that they're above the law.
Listen, I've been targeted because of that.
Yeah.
Because they jump out and I ain't gotta go nowhere, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't. This ain't you.
Yeah.
Fine.
And I remember that
I own
too.
this. I own this.
Yeah.
I'm paying you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the dynamic and looking at the relationship, that's why I look at the relationship different as to this day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a stakeholder.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like the pastor stakeholder. They're gonna pay that man the money. They're gonna settle.
Yeah.
They're gonna settle. They're gonna pay that man that money.
It was all filed. And then they had the person who called. She came out and she
oh no, not him.
She said they asked her who he was, and she was like, yeah, he's the neighbor, and they're really good friends. I made a mistake. Still took him to jail. But it was okay for her. It was okay for her to just give her name and say, no, he cool. He watering. Like they took her word and didn't take his word, and they took him to jail.
Look what Pastor Andy said.
Pastor Andy, what's the word? Let me see. Pastor Andy
White
said,
pastor here, stand on my rights often with the police, never arrested. And I've been with Andy standing on our rights.
Yeah.
Listen, I done stood side by side with this brother.
I'm gonna tell you, they find
that day.
No. And
allies.
I love
we call them allies.
Right, because Pastor Andy always used his white privilege in the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he knows that he has it, but he uses it in a benefit for everybody, right? Big shouts out.
Big shouts out to Andy.
Yeah, so
Pastor Andy Oliver.
Yeah, he come in.
Methodist.
United Church. Allendale United
Other side.
United Methodist.
Yeah.
I
think put it in the chat. I done been there a bunch of times.
I mean, so much.
Yeah.
Because we always say Allendale.
Yeah.
He
opened Allendale. He opened Allendale up how we be opening up Child's Park.
No, like listen, no. That is I mean, this is Club Allendale.
Listen, the church.
But it is a hub for community
if you want,
and especially people who bought that life. If you need somewhere to meet, man, Allendale is the place. He'll give you.
He'll give it to you. You call him. Pastor Andy is pretty cool.
You gotta talk now. He ain't just.
No, I'm just saying. No,
you see that statement? Say, I stand on my rights often.
But you know what? This is so police officers a lot of times give compassion to people that looks like them.
Often.
And never give it to us, right? A lot of times. And then they feel like because we know our rights, and then especially black men, they're intimidated. So then because they have that badge, they want you to fear them. And so
that's the problem.
It's all in your ignorance too, though. You know
you don't fear
him. Everything.
Right, but no, but so
you don't fear him. That's when
they get then it's their ego and they pride. What? You know, because we saw it in the Judas in that
betrayal.
No, why they asked
Judas
him?
and the betrayal?
Yeah.
No, it's Judas and the Messiah.
The Messiah.
I didn't like that name.
Yeah, but
that's why I changed it for y'all. It's Judas and the betrayer.
That's their movie. You can't change their movie.
I'm telling you, I got another movie that
Judas is the betrayer. So
I know
Judas,
that turkey.
Judas and the black Messiah. Yeah, that's why they said that because if you say Judas and the betrayer, that's two people.
Yeah, the same
person. Judas is one person. The black Messiah was another person.
And they told you who the movie was about, Judas.
But so. Yeah. But they seen it. We saw it in that movie. They asked him, why didn't he have a gun? And he used the badge. He said, people fear the badge more than a gun.
Wow.
Remember when he was pretending like he was a cop at the beginning?
Yeah.
See how y'all do now. We done left Pastor Jennings in this whole story.
But listen, Pastor Jennings, I won't get back to Pastor Jennings. Big shouts out to the neighbor who's still being a neighbor. And then the police come and mess that up.
Look, Miss Teresa said, I'm heading to a meeting at Allendale at 9 a.m. today.
See that? We were just talking about Allendale.
Pastor Andy Oliver is one of my favorites.
Listen.
So in the lawsuit, the attorney claimed that it was false arrest. His arrest was because his neighbor misidentified him. In a press conference, Jennings said he felt dehumanized and humiliated during the arrest and that his wife and a neighbor pleaded with police to release him. What they did that day, they did with impunity. Figured there would be no action taken against them. I felt dehumanized. I felt little, Jennings said. I felt helpless, and it hurt me. He added that despite verbally identifying himself to responding officers, police did not believe him. Jennings said that he didn't have physical identification on him and told police he would not go to retrieve it and provide it to the officers. Jennings was taken into custody and booked into the Talladega County Jail, where he was released after posting $500 in bail. Jennings' charges were dismissed with prejudice on June 1st, according to the suit. And then Jennings' attorney said Saturday that based on their interpretation of Alabama law, Jennings had permission to be on private property and therefore was not required to identify himself to officers. Shout out to Pastor Jennings.
He wasn't doing nothing suspicious.
Watering flowers.
I mean, but you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna flip that pancake over.
That's Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, what to do with the business though, man? Your brother in the building, man. We're just gonna make it be known that your dog is in the building, man. Read more, man. What to do, y'all?
What to do, man? You said you had something you want to talk about, Mr. Edmond.
Wait. No, go ahead.
No, go.
So you want to talk about city council? We want to talk about the new communication.
Okay, yeah. Tell us about
what new communication.
Director.
Yeah,
Riggins.
Erica
Riggins.
Yeah.
I seen that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, big congrats to the news anchor, because that's what I think she's executive producer or something as well. I'm just saying because when you
she's been on there for
when you get up the
rank,
ranks, you become like a producer and executive producer. So
she was with Spectrum for 20 years.
And she leaving Spectrum, or she's still going?
Oh, she's leaving.
She's leaving Spectrum to come and work for the city.
I can't wait to have this meeting with the new communications director. Yeah, by talking about how to reach our community. Miss Riggins, how you doing?
Real nice.
I'm here for this. I'm here for it.
Have you ever met her?
Yeah.
She's really nice.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've had a lot of chance running.
Yeah. She's about that life, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's a solid hire. Because I see this is a restructuring going on in the city of St. Pete. Official, unofficial restructuring. Okay. You know, usually you announce
official when you announce it.
You announce a restructuring, but so much going on.
You put it in there.
But I'm gonna say, what is it? When you
if
you do 5-6 executives, what is that? Ain't that a restructuring?
Yeah, it is.
If you do 5-6,
but here's the thing: like once you have a whole new government, like you got a new mayor, and you understand the new mayor is the CEO of the city, and he's picking his team. So if that's restructuring, that's restructuring. But
no, often it don't go like that because a lot of times, and I'm gonna say it, a lot of people stay here for 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying. So a lot of times people bring some people in with them. Don't get me wrong, they bring people with them, but a lot of times, a lot of those people be the same people from the last time.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. So often, you don't get too many times often where this many.
Yeah,
people switch out like that
because you know what I'm saying. Usually people follow other people's policies.
Switch out a bunch of people.
Yeah, usually people follow other policies, especially when they're friends with everybody. Like if you were friends with the other administration, we see it all the time.
I was saying, yeah.
You follow whatever the trend that they were going.
No, it's called the status quo.
Yeah, but
and a lot of times we stay inside the status quo.
And you just keep on going. And honestly, I'm proud of our mayor. I like that he's doing what he wants to do for the city.
He's picking his team.
Yeah, he's picking his team. I like it.
And I think that's important. Like if you have an agenda, you have things that you want to get done. You want to have people around you that support your vision,
right?
Your mission. And if you've been there for 20 or 30 years, and you have a way that you're used to operating, the way that you're used to doing things, and maybe that's not what is needed and wanted in this time.
So we got 9 months.
We got only 9 months, but you want just like anything when you're trying to do that, you want people that think like you.
You gotta have people that got your back,
right?
Period. Yeah.
And so just go back to voting. Yeah. We want to vote people in that got our back.
Period.
So make sure that you go and vote. So because the election is coming up in November, and we want like-minded people to go and fight for the issues that are important to us.
It makes sense.
So it's important.
It do. It makes sense. It's adding up, man.
Yeah,
it adds up. It adds up.
Yeah. So shout out to the mayor.
Yeah, and the new people that's coming to the administration. We're gonna have a meeting set, and please accept the meeting request.
Real deal. So if you missed it, we made a lot of announcements in the early part of the program. A lot of stuff that's happening, and so if you did miss it and you just joining in, you can actually catch the replay. Go back to facebook.com/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, and you'll be able to catch the replay and see exactly what's going on. What you missed. We're going to do these announcements again at the end, but again, a lot of stuff is happening this weekend.
And give us those stars.
A lot of information is being put out, and so I'll make sure that you go back and get it. We're also on YouTube, so make sure that you go to YouTube and get that as well. What else you got? Because I got
got go. No.
Oh, you said no. We don't have to go. Do you see that? Yeah, y'all gonna get excited. That Florida just got their first black weed grower.
So first, I'm happy for them, but I'm very disappointed. Right? I'm gonna be 100 because no. They got, and it's big shouts out to them for being the first black people. But what I'm saying is, the city of St. Pete and these people, we need black dispensaries. So when I see the dispensary down the road from the police station, I get in my feelings.
Right, because it's a legal trap.
It's a legal trap, and it ain't none of us in the business.
Right.
We carried the industry for decades. I mean, literally.
No. We created it. No, we created it.
You can say create, but all I'm gonna say is we carry an industry on our backs.
We created
people went to prison. People got life sentences for pushing a pack, right? And then now the pack is legal, and the dispensaries get to make all the millions of dollars.
And it's still a trap because they can't use credit. Then you got to use cash. It's a cash business.
No, they don't trick. They don't.
No, but it's still a cash business.
But all I'm saying is, it's only right that we have some social equity marijuana licenses. Right,
but they did say
social equity licenses. That means people who call the weed charge.
What's this person's name and where they from, Kiana?
I don't know.
Okay.
Listen. Big shouts out to them. I'm not knocking them.
I just saw it and I was excited. I'm like, but they.
I got a bone to pick.
But this is so. Wait, this.
Get out the teeth.
We're not gonna throw the baby out with bad.
I didn't. I said congratulations to the family.
So this and what they did say. So what they did say. This is the first step of opening up for more minorities.
Who said that? DeSantis. Who said that?
The news.
Oh, I'm gonna say because I need it on record.
He got it up now. He got the file up there.
Who said it? Yeah. I'm writing a letter tonight. Well, I'm writing a letter tonight. Listen,
this is Mr. Evan on every story. Everything.
Lay it down. The news, lay it down.
They old, man.
Well, we know DeSantis is not giving us nothing.
Hey, listen, that's the thing. That's why we need the social equity license, so no one has to give us anything. We can earn ours. Right. This is why there's such a huge inequity in the black community, because every time there's a gold rush, we're not included in the rush.
And then we work hard for what they want to paint the picture that we're lazy, right?
Yeah.
Right. They want to
says the people who bought us here to do all their work.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's who said
no,
lazy.
They want to paint the picture as if we're lazy.
That's true.
We're not acting, and I like that you said that, because you're gonna make me change what I said. Like, we don't want you to give us anything. We're working hard for everything that we get. Like, don't act like we're not out here laying the bricks.
And that's a talking point, because y'all know I was out canvassing yesterday.
Listen, I was just thinking that, and
while I was out canvassing, I posted one of the stories, but another part of when I was knocking on doors, I had a man come to the door, and I was asking people, what are the issues, what's important to you when you go to vote this, in this election, and he said, I just want us to all realize that we're all equal, and that I'm tired of people looking for handouts and like looking for us to give them something. This is a white man. He was saying, he was like, I'm tired of them looking for us to just give them something without them working for it. So that is a narrative that they have bought into.
And let me tell you,
like
they bought into it.
He was real deal on the talking
But
points.
you know what? They buy into it. But because remember last week we were talking. Well, no, this week on the other day we were just saying, when I just went to this seminar and Pastor Andy was there.
Yep.
And we was talking. He was. When they were talking about the homelessness, and they were saying like it's a lot of white people that are homeless. So these assistance and stuff is going to your community as well, and more so than ours. But they paint the narrative that it's just us that need it. No, sir.
With the conversation that I was having, it was like irregardless the race. It was more of a class thing with him.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what they try to do.
Yeah, it was a class.
They try to confuse you with saying that it's all about class. So that they'll say that one of the main things they get attacked is poor whites and black people in general.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
and that's that alliance that they don't want, and that's when you start seeing Jim Crow, because you had poor whites really starting to unite with black people who had similar conditions. And when you look like pound for pound with the economics, there's gaps, of course, but there's a lot of white people who suffer just living like us. Yeah. But what they started doing was inserting this idea that even though you living like black people, you still better than them because you're white, and that's when you started seeing.
And you see, you see it though. You really do see it.
Yeah.
And one of the things I was gonna say.
My wife said Jabbar is on it.
listen. One of the things I was going to say about this racism stuff or whatever we're gonna call it is costing us money, right? And why? Because what they will do is they will persecute and prosecute a black person unnecessarily, and then a potential white person walks away doing the crime and doing, the murder or doing whatever, while you got the black man on the sidewalk handcuffed, a serial killer running around. It's making us unsafe. They already did. The studies say racism costs us billions of dollars.
Right.
But they don't want to talk about it. So when you don't want to talk about it, they want to act like it doesn't
But how
exist.
strong can your racism be? This is what I had to think. You will spend billions of dollars to be racist towards black people, which costs you billions or more dollars.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Look how strong the hate is.
Yeah.
Because you will spend billions to what they call subjugate and oppress us.
Mm-hmm.
You spend billions. And then that subjugation and oppression costs another billions of dollars.
But then here's the thing though, right? And I agree with that though, right? But what is the ROI?
The return on the investment?
It's none.
Like oh, that's too much.
No, it's none. It's none.
Oh, it's too much. Because you got to think about it. Like it's so much given from us that is like you can't say that there's no ROI.
What you mean given?
Well, because like it's so much money spent in miseducating us, right? But what we'll continue to call miseducation gets so much done for America on their behalf. And so in essence, they spend a lot to get way more.
That's capitalism.
But that's who started it. And I can go back to the Gregorian calendar. We can't just think that everything gets started with them either. You know what I mean? Like the 3 calendars that was in existence were created by us and then redone by them. So the first time we had a map, we mapped the constellations out, all the stars and constellations. That was a calendar off of that. And then we made a lunar calendar. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then we made a solar calendar. And so now the last solar calendar is the
one they use.
And so we can't get mad at calendars. And
no, it ain't. They added 2 months and some days.
Yeah. We had like 12-month, 30-day calendars and stuff.
No, 10 months. No, 9 months. 9 months, 40 days.
And so I've also seen. I'm sorry for even saying 12. I've seen 13 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen 12. I've seen 10-month calendars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
But those
about
are different calendars.
I don't care what calendar we see, as long as we don't change Libra season.
Libra season. Libra season.
Thank you for bringing us back.
Thank you very much.
Because all I was
gotta balance the being out.
Y'all had them took off.
The balance the being. I take it off. The balance the being off though, right? You want to not only know your sun sign, you want to know your solar sign. I mean your moon sign.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a person like Cleo exist, because they're able to map the being. Cleo astrologist. Because in astrology,
who asked Cleo?
Correct. In order to act in astrology, you have to know the whole being. So we're one-sided when we say what our sun sign is. When we bring balance to the conversation, when we know our sun sign, our moon sign, the day, not just the date, but the day that you were born on.
Date, time.
Look at Kiana's face. You know why she looking like that? Because like we did a whole segment on this at the beginning when we first started this morning.
But Reno was late.
I know. So
I'm helping educate. I'm helping educate from another perspective on the zodiac, because when we want to talk about astrology,
we said it almost bar for bar.
Don't worry about it, dog. Don't worry about it. Jumping on you, dog. I'm here.
No, it's like literally almost bar for bar. We said that this morning.
He's hopping down.
I took in the shower.
Yeah, that's what's up. For an hour, was it boiling hot?
No.
Did you stay there for an hour because you liked it a lot?
And you open your mind.
Okay.
No, I do not.
I was trying to get out of the shower before DeMarcus now hit.
Okay.
So I was rushing, but when I went in the shower, I heard my brother saying that we want to do zodiac.
Yeah.
Okay. I said astrology,
and then we really
horoscope,
and we was channeling you.
We did. We challenged you.
We really channeled you.
We did.
Like we channeled you all the way through that thing.
I couldn't hear too much, but I heard. You know what I'm saying? I heard. It was already gone by the time I got the shower. So I'm like, you know what? Let me break.
All right, so let's do this. Let's do Ask Kiana.
Okay,
Ask Q, baby.
We're gonna do Ask Kiana, and then after Ask Kiana, we're gonna talk about City Council. So, easy one, right? Maybe not, but it was something that I saw from you saw it, and so we posted it. So if y'all are ready for this, tag a friend. Now it's time for Ask Kiana. So tag your friends. Get your phones ready because we want to hear your perspective as well. 727-637-2416. We want to hear your answers to this as well. So when they say a man is going to be a man, what does that mean to you?
When they say a man's gonna be
gonna be a man,
usually that means that they're gonna go out there and cheat. That's what you automatically think.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. That's what you think. That's your first go-to.
Yeah.
Girl, a man gonna be a man, you know.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that.
So what does it mean to you?
What does it mean?
I told you it might be easy.
That sounds like a song.
It might be not.
John writing bars.
So when you say it for me,
I gotta say it in my sweat hotel voice. What does that mean?
Oh my
so when
God.
you say it, it means so when I do you know how like you be like girl, all three of them meant something different?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
so,
I don't know nothing about that. So you have to use another one.
Teach me another.
So just say you know
He said,
how
no, I don't know.
you
People don't often say that, do it?
No, you can say a word 3 different ways and mean 3 different
girl.
Like girl.
African.
That's one of the challenges that people have with English.
Right.
Because you say the same word, it may have different meanings.
It can have different meanings.
It's hard to learn English if you know another language.
It's how you perceive it and how the conversation. Like girl. And I say it like that, you like, oh, something wrong. Like what?
And then like, girl.
And you be like, what happened, girl?
I flipped the pancake, bruh.
Yeah, what's up?
Bruh.
Oh, what's up?
Come on, bruh.
Hey, what you mean?
Yeah, it does. So I get that.
So that means we bilingual.
So that means the African.
I'm just saying.
It's by sound.
What does it mean? Yeah, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean?
Depending on the content and when you're having it,
the context of the conversation,
right? Then it can mean something else. Like if you're sitting up there and somebody's trying to tell you all the bad things that they're doing, you know what I mean? You be like, a man gonna be a man, sarcastically.
Okay.
Right, but then when you be like, no, like he does this is what a man is supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like men are gonna be men. So
but you don't they don't say a man gonna be a man
no,
when he
they be
doing
like,
something
men
good.
gonna be men.
That's true. I haven't
It's
heard
context.
that.
It's context. You know, in language, it's context clues and context. They don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Say, oh, a man gonna be a man.
But
we don't.
We
don't even have to say they or them. Like we don't.
Yeah.
Because that's why
I don't say a man gonna be a man. I don't use that term in my lexicon. That's not in my lexicon.
But typically it's in a
yeah,
negative.
You like that.
But typically it's in a negative. It's negative when it comes to that statement.
It's true. Yeah.
Usually, that's what I mean.
And that's why I wanted to ask, really,
what does that mean?
Like really talk about that, because the New Image Project is we all about redefining things. And historically, when you say what a man gonna be a man, it has a negative connotation.
Yeah,
I've spoken about this.
Yes, sir. So that's why we want to speak about it again. And I was waiting for you to get here. So come on, come on, King.
Give it to
us, man.
Just ask you though.
Keep passing the mic. Go ahead. You got it.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just that's what grandma meant. Grandma said that a man gonna be a man, and it was in the context. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they say when you read the Bible, you have to read it in the proper context of times. So we have to apply those times when we're saying that, right? We can modernize all conversations, but typically when we're saying a man being a man, is it's explaining the behavior of a man to allow a woman to accept, I guess, to condition each other. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're stressing out about something that you can't control, hold on. When you're stressing out about something that you can't control, that's almost a fool's position. And so to kind of make it be water under a bridge, I'm assuming, women, particularly the grandmothers, have educated their daughters and granddaughters and so forth and so on the fact that don't really stress yourself out about something that's natural, because a man's gonna be a man.
Mr. Edmund, you had something on that?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, it is a way to kind of mask or cloak. I think that's like a trauma response.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Since we learning all this stuff.
Yeah, I hear you. You on the roll, man. You on the roll.
Yeah, but that's usually a trauma response because of like they talking to another person trying to explain the actions of another person, and it just be like, oh well, a man gonna be a man.
Yeah, and I like how Reno put it. He said it the same way that you just did, but it was just it cognited for me. It's a way to explain or justify certain actions,
behavior,
and to kind of, I guess it's like a coping mechanism.
It is. Exactly. It's a coping mechanism because you. Even though you're not happy about it, you're making an excuse to make it okay.
Because a man gonna be a man.
Like you said, a man gonna be a man, so you just kind of gotta accept it.
And that's why I worded it like that. I don't know if it's like to make it okay. It's just like really when you, in life, because we're older now, right? And we can't just have the same minds that we had when we're 20. Some people do. Some people don't subscribe to growing in life.
Damn.
We on the app, so man, God, these are the views that express.
No, but some people don't subscribe to growth.
So
some people don't.
Some people don't subscribe to growth though. So it's like we can't have definitions be the same as we did when we were 20 and 30 and 40. So at 60 and 70, the perspective of life have already been accepted because I've seen that I tripped over things that I can't control. And so looking backwards, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Maybe it's a way of saying, because you can't control it.
Yeah.
Right. You what you can't control is anything outside of yourself. A lot of us as parents, we can't control our children all the way through because we wasn't controlled by our parents. Right. And so a way of eliminating stress, because that's a way of building your own stress. When we're talking about something, we're getting it out.
But it ain't eliminate. I don't think it may eliminate. It may mask or cover up the stress.
It's making it.
I don't think it disappeared because
it doesn't
of it.
disappear. What it does, it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, mask. It mask.
You mask it. You're making an excuse for it. So you're saying so that I can accept it. You know what? That it don't keep me up at night. Not saying that you not still feeling it. It's like a man gonna be a man, and then you just accept it.
So can I not
not
accept it?
Something that you can't control.
Can I not accept it? What about when they say
that again, Reno? I hear you.
Because what you're doing is you're getting older and you realize that you're stressing over things that you can't control.
And so you can't control nobody else's actions, but you can control you.
So you justify, but the point is that you justifying the actions of based upon an observation that's just how it is,
right?
And a man gonna be a man. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Nature, and what happens is when we're young.
Sorry. Wait, you know what I've been trying to speak to.
All I'm gonna say is, a woman gonna be a woman too. So what we got to do, we're leaning. Listen, we're leaning on the men. It's already unfair analogy. It's already an unfair simile.
A woman gonna be a woman.
A human gonna be a human.
Said who?
Says a human.
No, I mean
people who study humans.
No, I mean when you say a woman gonna be a woman, like I've never heard that said.
Because the things that they do are because it's more like being a player is more uplifting in your community than being what women do. But so a lot of things that women do are. That's why the last time we had this conversation, I was highlighting something that mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Yep.
That's not just saying, because typically when that phrase is thrown out, it's highlighting the fact that, hey, dude, that might not be your baby. But what we're overlooking is the fact that if it's not my baby, that means that she has been sleeping with more than one man.
Yeah.
That's not really the focal point of that conversation or that phrase.
Right. And it's what my wife said. She said that's one of them sayings that we have to learn to unlearn.
Ooh, I love that.
I agree with that. What? But I'm going to tell you, when you say, Mom, I like it.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
But when you say,
you hit them with it, baby.
What you say was mama's baby,
papa's baby.
No,
I mean,
whatever.
Baby, yeah.
Daddy's maybe.
That's
right?
not a reality.
But no, it is a reality. But the difference is that like when this happens to a woman, they're slut shamed.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. You ain't pull that out right there. We ain't got enough time.
No, yes,
we got a few minutes.
Yes, we do. They're slut shamed. But when a man has two kids coming,
we're a player.
I just said that about a man being players and women being called.
But I ain't think slut shaming. I didn't see that coming at 8:00 in the morning.
I just said it though.
Slut shaming.
I legit just said it.
You ain't say it like she just said.
I don't have to. I said the same thing. I don't have to put onions inside my hamburger and put.
But I like onions in my hamburger.
But it says a hamburger.
I like onions.
It still was a hamburger patty, so it's the same thing. It's just said a different way.
But let's say that I didn't.
Not saying that you had big bars.
No, I didn't.
No, the big bars. Those big bars, because you're speaking on the double standard in life, and that first statement, a man gonna be a man, is also a double standard. So what we're doing, we're talking about two double standards. You get what I'm saying? The slut shaming of the woman with the maybe daddy baby, and then the man, you know what I'm saying, being put down, been saying, "Oh, a man gonna be a man. He gonna do what he gonna do."
No. It's not. No, you want me to tell you what?
Because we're being told forever to accept that might not be our child, and y'all don't understand how that feels from us. So when we're highlighting the other side of the pancake, when we're looking at the other side of the pancake,
you know what it did? No. You know what it was? No, you know what was the difference is? It became a coping mechanism for women to be like, a man gonna be a man. So when you go out there,
you don't think there's a coping mechanism for us that might not be our child?
That's a traumatized.
No, I'm gonna say it this way.
Hold on.
Wait, before I say it, and then when you say mama's baby,
papa's maybe,
you're then looking at it and be like, don't mess with her. It's
No,
more
that's
in the
traumatizing.
negative-
I agree with her.
It's more in the negative tone.
Towards the
It's
woman.
told you
Yeah.
to like not mess with her. You gotta double
That
check
don't
her.
tell us not to mess
Shit,
with her.
no, I mean,
That mean that might not be our baby.
No,
But we in
no.
a man society.
But
so
I
it is
said
be
this way.
100.
Just again, you mentioned context, and one of the things when I've always heard mama's babies, daddy's maybe, the context was never slut shaming. Like I think that was a new thought pattern.
But no, it is.
That's
Those words.
No. I mean, I'm speaking for me.
But just those
I
words.
never thought that, and once you said it, the way that I heard you say it, it was like that's a thought. I never thought about it that way.
You're correct.
Because the way that I've always heard it, it was always like
highlighting tongue-in-cheek, but it was a tongue-in-cheek joke type thing.
No, the way I always heard it was like the mother is going to take responsibility for the child regardless. So it's mama's baby.
Thank you.
And it was always put like daddy may be here or he may not be here.
Thank you.
I never thought about it like
That's
that.
the way I always.
Wait a
That's
minute,
the way I
hold on.
always
I've
heard
never
it.
thought about it like
That's
that.
the way I always heard
I
it.
thought it was blood.
I've never
Baby, your baby.
I never heard it like that.
Yeah,
right?
I've never heard that.
And so when I've always heard it, it's like
Hey, maybe yours,
it
yeah.
may be yours. You know, it's mama's baby, daddy maybe.
That's
You need to go
real.
check it out.
That's
This
real.
is-
Stop
like, you
playing.
I
always
ain't
know
never heard
it.
it like that.
That's
That's the
real.
only time.
That's the only
That's
time.
the only way that I heard it.
That's real.
But you know what? It's four of us here.
Yeah.
And
And
you know
everybody
what?
got a different,
Yeah, because I always heard it like,
but
like
no,
dad
I
may
got
be around, he may not be
Let me
around.
help.
I've never heard it in
In that
that
thought
context.
process.
And that
Yeah.
it's always putting seeds of doubt
In
in
the
the
father.
man's
Yup.
head that
And you
you
don't-
need to go see.
Who is that your baby?
Honestly, what Reno just said lets me know that he heard it that way.
Right.
Because
Look at
he
wait, you mean hold on? This is breaking news. You and Reno actually agree? Oh my god!
Hey,
whatever.
listen, man,
So I've what I did, man, was just basically look at the situation, and I understand that I don't care how flat we make a pancake, it always has two sides.
Right.
And if we're gonna look at something from one perspective, I
flip it over.
I've always heard it from those perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Like Kiana
One and
said,
only.
that it might not be your baby, but you know what I'm saying? Guess what? We gonna have to step up to the plate and do what we gotta do anyway because it's our baby. And those are talking points. Those are talking points that are controlled by people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's also another part of it. That's what I'm saying. Like when she's saying that's a trauma thing for coping mechanism. Like you have to understand that we have sitting around are saying that might not be our child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
That's
what's the impact?
that's
Yeah.
a trauma.
It's
That's traumatizing too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
We heard
So
each other on both
we do-
sides.
Exactly. And so
Yeah.
all I was doing was just coming from a woke perspective because it's outside the box.
You woke?
No, I'm wide awoke, and that's what I'm talking right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I'm walking.
Yes, sir.
So, but more so, just to introduce just different thought processes and thought patterns to get to the same destination, which is healing each other. And so, when we talk about mama's baby, daddy's maybe, I understood that it was not highlighting one thing. The fact that she has slept with more than one man.
Yeah.
It can never be daddy's maybe if she's with one man.
Yeah.
And because we didn't slut shame women for that, that's one thing, but that's a coping mechanism to us as men, knowing that might not be our baby. That is traumatizing. Just like a man gonna be a man. So what I didn't want to do is allow the picture to be painted as if we always bash men by saying, "Hey, a man gonna be a man," and that's women accepting something. No,
But
we have
see,
to accept something too.
We gotta.
But
We can't keep going.
keep on. So
Yeah. No, we got to
can't.
we got to
Elmo.
change. Yeah, we got to Elmo.
So all right. So this the end. Go ahead.
No,
Brother John.
In the show.
No, that's it. No, we're not going to end the show. We just got one other topic because we have Sister Hughes, and I'm sorry I didn't realize that because we wanted to give more time to this.
We're gonna do 2 segments of this topic.
Yeah.
Send the stars. Maybe you
All right.
might get us extra time. Go ahead.
So St. Petersburg City Council. We've been talking about St. Pete City Council. They have begun the process to fill the seat that was left by Lisa Willa Bowman. So applications open up noon today, and they end October 3rd. The council will meet October 6th to question candidates. And so City Council can appoint a new member to represent the Southern District of St. Petersburg, representing Jordan Park, Childs Park, Central Oak Park, as soon as October 6th.
So this thing represents all the P's, huh? This part, that part.
It's a lot of parks all over the
It is a lot of parks.
I know.
The council met on Thursday to agree on a process to appoint someone to the open district seat. Lisa Willa Bowman resigned last week following allegations. The council is under a 45-day deadline to name a replacement. A city webpage will go live at noon today with information on how to apply, and applications will be accepted on October up until October 3rd. The council will then meet on October 6th and invite candidates who have applied to give an opening and closing remarks and take questions from the public and council members. The council has until October 30th to make a decision, but council members hope to reach consensus at October 6th and swear in the new appointee by October 13th.
Do you know what it takes to
apply?
Oh yeah, Brother John knows what it takes.
Well, you have to be a registered voter and live in the district, and that's pretty much it. Like, as long as you live in the district, you're a registered voter. You got to submit the forms and everything to apply to be, for this open
seat.
seat.
So what if, let's just say, like, what if I wanted to support you as the District 7 candidate? Would I write my city council? Would I write you? Who do I talk to if I want Brother John?
In the Tampa Bay Times,
yeah,
they've already quoted that.
I do intend to apply.
Wait a minute, who?
Yeah,
Tampa Bay Times.
So hold on. First of all, I say who plan on applying?
Hold on.
Brother John,
tough. Caller, what's your name? What's on your name? You got like 30 seconds, caller. We got to end.
Go ahead.
Caller, go ahead. Okay.
So all I'm gonna say is I would like to support Brother John.
Okay.
For the city council.
Throw your support in.
And I would like the people, the community, the people who can hear my voice. If you support Brother John, write the city council, the whole city council. Don't just write your city council member.
So yeah, we skipped a step. So I guess the first step is this. I do intend to apply.
I was gonna ask you, like, are you interested?
I do intend to apply for the position.
But you already doing the work, my man.
Yeah, you are.
You're doing the work of a city. You're doing more work than a city council member, honestly. Just to be 1,000. And the job description of a city council member is of such, but the work you're doing is so big that it only makes sense.
And I've always worked with my city council members since I started. So when I started, Wingate was a city council member, then Lisa got elected, and we worked with them on multiple things. And so I mean,
the resume speaks
for itself. Wingate is.
So Wingate isn't he's just intending on applying. Some other people that intend on.
I don't necessarily want to talk about the people who are applying, but I want to talk about Brother John Muhammad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
She said who? She said who? Muhammad.
He used a syllable that ain't even there.
We gotta land the plane. I support you.
Listen, I got a serious request for all the listeners who can hear my voice, right? Because District 7 is so important.
Tony Charles saying we gotta go.
We're gonna wrap it up, y'all, but it's so important, right? Because you don't understand that the work that's needed to be a city council member, right? To really effectively help change the community, this man is already doing on a daily basis.
To God be the glory, man. So
Reno, what's your final thought?
Yeah, you're gonna hear more about that in the days ahead.
That was my final thought.
Yeah, you're gonna hear more about that in the days ahead. So also we're inviting you to dinner on Sunday. I'm gonna just start my final thought, and we'll go around this way so that we don't have that whole thing.
We're gonna talk about this later on because you know what?
Go ahead, come on.
And I'm gonna tell you, this is when we'll talk about it.
You'll hear more about this in the days ahead. I want to remind people that Brunch with the Breakfast Club will be happening on Sunday at 11 o'clock.
Yes,
Come on out. We're gonna actually be getting. Jabbar, please stop that because I hear all of the stuff that you don't hear. so yeah, it's more that needs to be done than needs to be said, y'all. Final thoughts. Whoever want to go. But don't take too long because Tony Charles over there.
Yeah, be the change you want to be.
If you go and go.
He already.
I said my piece. Hey man, listen here, man. We'll see y'all Sunday at Sunday Brunch, man. Peace and light to everyone.
This is the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
I am the one and only Mr. Edmond.
It's your brother Reno Moore, man.
And we out. Believe and do good.
WUJM, St. Petersburg.
The Taste of the Island Marketplace is now open in St. Petersburg, 2219 34th Street South, right next to the restaurant, with fresh produce, meats, and a host of your favorite grocery items. Shop at Taste of the Island's Marketplace for quality meats such as oxtail, goat head, cow foot, and goat meat. And get your favorite fresh produce such as breadfruit, callaloo, yellow yam, and ackee. Check out the Marketplace for all your hard-to-find Caribbean products from Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Jamaica, Haiti, and much more. Taste of the the Island Marketplace is your location for your favorite brands such as Grace, HTB, Excelsior, Lasco, Walkerswood, Maggie, Eve, Tasty, Kerbin, Dream, Easy Spice, to mention just a few. That's Taste of the Island Marketplace and Restaurants, 2219 34th Street South in St. Petersburg. Call them at 727-873-7559. That's 727-873-7559.
Peace and light. This is your brother John, and I would like to invite you to tune in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club on 99 Jams every Monday and Wednesday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for the latest in pop culture news and unique perspectives on hot topics. Make sure you tune in and start your day off right with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99.1 FM, 99 Jams.
Total Praise. That's right. Total Praise broadcasting live each and every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning from 9 a.m. until 12 noon. Fridays, 9 to 10:30 a.m. Sundays, 7 to 9 a.m. Your radio gospel angel.
Hi, this is Sister Hughes of Total Praise on WUJM, giving you the best gospel. I make you lose your shoes, shout all around in the house.
That's right. Your host, Sister Diane Hughes, right here on 99 Jams. Your radio gospel angel here on 99 Jams.
The Bird.
JN Money. Money touchdown. Send the money now. Reach wow. You say you need some money. JN Money. I can send it in a hurry. Get through quick when you come collect your cash or use a money card and swipe it in a flash. Send funds to any bank. Yeah. Pay your bills quick. Yeah. Low fees, you know what it? Yeah. JN Money, we are pick. Yeah. Send and receive funds at any JN Money location or send funds online. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Money touchdown with JN Money. Send funds to any bank. Yeah. Pay your bills quick. Yeah. Low fees, you know what it? Yeah. JN Money, we are pick. Yeah.
Must be 18 years or older. JN Money Services USA Inc. Licensed money transmitter in the states of Florida by the Office of Financial Regulations and Georgia by the Department of Banking and Finance.
For your Jamaica national products, go to Taste of the Island Marketplace, located at 2219 34th Street South in St. Petersburg. That's 2219 34th Street South, or call 727-873-7559. That's 727-873-7559.
Taking you back. Knickknacks, bell-bottom Sansa slacks, platforms, gold chains. Sergio Valente, Jordache, Adidas, Pumas, Kangol, Cazals, parachute pants. That's right, folks, taking you back to the old school. The Friday night old school.